What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data. And be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a big block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 7:30 and 7:45, we have the goods and service trade balance for the month of September, and we have the S&P Global Composite and Services PMI for the month of October. At 9 o'clock, we have the ISM Services Employment Index, New Order Index, PMI, and prices paid for the month of October. And finally, at 12 o'clock, we have the 10-year note auction. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a range day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bullish and traded 172 points to the upside into a previous area of resistance. However, once the bulls failed to rotate price higher, the bears stepped in and price sold off 236 points to the downside, and the market seeing aggressive selling pressure from the bears going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So today was just another exciting day for those addicted to the thrills of the NQ. And based on how the market opened, you would think that the bulls would have maintained their control from the overnight session and made an attempt to retest Friday's highs. But today was full of bullish aggression and the bears selling every pop. So for my bearish thesis, if the bears can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 2060 and 2030. Because this is the range where the bulls found support in yesterday's session, and I do expect for the bulls to step up at this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to regain control and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 2007. However, for my bullish thesis, if the bulls can regain control overnight and price begins to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 165. Because this is the level where the bears sold the retest of that breaker structure in yesterday's session, and I do expect for bears to step up at this level to sell the retest. But if the bears fail to regain control and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 220 and 195. But based on today's levels, it's going to be very important for the bulls to hold above 2040 because we could see a move down to 980, and it's also important for the bears to hold 220 because we could see a retest of Friday's highs. Now, for those that found themselves on the wrong side of the market today, just remember, even seasoned traders face challenges, and it's a part of your journey to becoming a consistently profitable trader. So staying calm and committed to your trade plan is what's going to make you successful in the long run. And if we shall fall, we will get up and we will try again. But the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bullish and traded 36 points to the upside into a previous area of resistance. However, once the bulls failed to rotate price higher, the bears stepped in and price sold off 52 points to the downside, and the bulls finding support going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So just like the NQ, the ES opened with a strong bullish move to the upside, and once price traded into an area of resistance, price sold off into a previous area of support where we saw price bounce and find support going into the close. So for my bullish thesis, if the bulls can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 755 and 760. Because this is the range where the bears sold the retest to the downside, and I do expect for passive sell orders to be resting in this area to sell the retest. But if the bears fail to regain control and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 768. However, for my bearish thesis, if the bears can regain control overnight and price begins to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 740 and 735. Because this is the range where we saw the bulls found support towards the close of the session, and I do expect for passive buy orders to be resting in this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to regain control and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 728. Now, with the reaction that we saw at the end of the session, price could go either way at this point. We did see the bulls find support on both markets, but we did not see price move away from that area either. So I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets started off the session with a strong bullish move to the upside. Both markets had a massive sell-off from the highs, with buyers unable to regain control for the majority of the session. And finally, both markets is highly likely setting up for the election results that will be announced tomorrow. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.